This is a recording of the soprano part for the song Seasons of Love, beginning in the second section, which starts on page 5, measure 33. You're going to sing the solo. So again, you're taking the notes on the top line with the stems pointing up. So it begins in the middle of page 5, continues to the bottom, includes all of page 6 in this section, all of page 7 in this section. When you get to this measure right here, we're taking the top notes or the soprano 1 part, and continues to almost all of page 8. It's going to stop right here after you hold the word love for 8 beats. So first thing that we're going to do is go back to the beginning of the second section and just speak the words in rhythm. Again, you got to look out for these eighth rests because you come in on the and a lot of time and not right away on beat 1. So to review, the downbeat is always the first measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The ands would sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're going to speak the words in rhythm. I'm going to continue to snap when you see these rests, whether it's an eighth rest or a quarter rest, just so you remember not to speak on those parts and that you come in together at the right time. So you're going to hear the piano in the background, but we're just speaking the words in rhythm and you're doing this with me. So right on it. Ready? And 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan. Rest, rest. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? Ooh, 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 ooh. Rest. It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love. Remember the love. Remember the love. Measured in love. And that's where that section stops. So this time we're going to go back and take a look at your part. So at the beginning of the second section, you have the melody or the solo. This is going to sound a lot like part 1 from the first section of music, but there's just different words. So some of the rhythms are going to change, but you're going to be really familiar with that melody. When you get to the bottom of page 6, measure 41, you're going to get oohs because the baritone part gets the melody or the solo. So you're going to read the notes on the top of those lines, and you continue doing that here and here. And then right here, we come back to unison melody, everyone singing the same thing. When you get to Life of Friends, you're going to take the top notes, that F, which is a do, down to that D, which is a la, back up to that F. Then remember the. When you get to Love on page 8, this is not like the part you had before. The altos actually get the part that you had before, kind of. You're going to have a higher part. It's not terribly high or anything. So you're going to come in on a fa or a B flat in this section. So this section for you is going to be different than it was in section 1 on the previous video that I made. So this time we're going to go back and you're going to sing with me. We're coming in right on the and of beat 1 on 525,600 minutes, etc. Ready? And 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the where that section stops. Let's go back and go over just some of the trickier parts, which I think is all of page 7 and page 8. So we're going to start at the top here with those oohs. Ready? And ooh, it's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of France. Remember the love, remember the love, remember the love, measured in love. And make sure you hold that last love for 8 whole beats, and there's supposed to be a crescendo, so you can start soft and then gradually get louder. So that's the end of the second section for Seasons of Love for soprano.